Yeah, I screwed up. I went live. And I didn't hit public because my settings are set to unlisted until they kind of upload and do their thing, and then we go. So I apologize if I got you all excited on the other one there. But all I was saying was we've been going live on this channel for. I was asking Christine. Christine, are you there yet, Christine? And it didn't even show up on the here because I had it unlisted. It's still not showing up, but I think it will when I go like this. Boom. Let's see. Yes, it does right there. Bang. It's because I had it unlisted, friends. I've done that before. Matt Man, good to see you. Terry Miller, Cantella, Paul, Aaron Viking, The Outdoor Workshop, Laura Rose Krug. Laura, how are you? I got your prayers this morning about 5 minutes ago. Thank you. Daniel, 11 thumbs up and 100 people. So we got about 10% of people that remember to hit the thumbs up. Interesting. Coffee. Oh my gosh, Tom Carlson. You guys, look at Tom Carlson with the $50 freaking super chat. Look at Tom. This guy's the silent night of this channel. He's quiet. Tom, I love you, brother. Thank you so much. Friends, could we please thank Tom and any super chatters that come in? As soon as you see super chats, please help me, friends, thank people, because I'm so busy asking, trying to talk to new people and everybody. Sometimes they slip by, but Tom Carlson, thank you, brother. Thank you. Actually, just a minute. Did you notice what hand I did that with, friends? You want to check out something else? Watch this. Even that right there. I'm not joking you, friends. Check this out. Watch this. Watch. Watch. Are you checking that out? I feel it all kinds of different places, but at least I can go like this now. Do you know what I'm talking about, friends? This type of thing. Ooh, I could still, it's still there, but it's coming. It's coming. I feel it. I do. I feel it. It's getting better and stronger. I've been through this, friends, so many times. I felt so, I don't even like talking about it anymore because it's on its way out. But this was a long haul. 1 month. Down for a month. Do you know what would happen if I hadn't started this community? Friends, 8 years ago, it would have been a different story here. If I hadn't had the support of YouTube and this community, and I would have had to go out. I honestly don't know. I think I would have went in debt. I may have had to go in debt if I hadn't created what these changes I made in my life. Truly, I think I seriously would have had to go into debt to get through this. And I know you understand what I'm talking about. I know you do. Aaron the Viking, thank you for your help. Gretchen, good to see you. From Belgium. Nick, from Belgium. Marcus, glad you're doing better. Thank you, buddy. I am doing better. I'm starting to feel better. I'm just trying to get comfortable here so that I can... There. Woodsman Spirit. Nothing happened to Ganges. He's in... Ganges, you mustn't be following the channel along very, very good. Ganges is in camp. He's a tree climber in camp. He goes to camp for 2 weeks, then he comes out, he sticks around for a few days, then he goes back. That's where Ganges is. He's working. Ganges is a working man, which fills my heart full of pride and love and joy. I love it. So that's where Ganges is. All of our stories would be different without you. Gretchen, you're such a sweetheart. You are, Gretchen. Kevin Duff, I love you, brother. Buchan climbed and fell my first tree today. You're a major contributor to me wanting to do tree climbing as a side business. Matt Giordano. Matt, that makes me feel good, brother. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Buddy, you know what I'm going to say. When you're in the tree and when you're on the stump, it's a different game, brother. Please understand what I'm saying. If you get yourself a job where you got a little stand of timber where you get to go play Mr. Faller, don't watch your curve, brother. Don't watch your curve. You know what I got told when I was out there? You better look up. You're going to get one. But there was some more explicit words involved in that sentence. And he couldn't be further from the truth. And I got one. And another one. And another one. I sometimes wonder what I'm still doing here. Angels, without a doubt. Jack. The Nick's custom boots video was very cool. It's amazing what went into that pair of boots. They make one hell of a boot. Looking forward, looking good bucking. Thank you, Jack. Jack, it's always good to see your face. Jack, I love that you're a consistent supporter of this channel, brother. I really do. If you were here right now, I'd give you a great big bear hug. I can't express the super chats and what they mean to this channel. I'm not just saying that as a flapper. I mean it. It's always been such a huge, huge part of this channel. Our super chatters and our supporters. It means a lot, Jack, and I want you to know that today. Thank you, buddy. Jack. And then right underneath that, you got the wild man, the special witch doctor, Mr. Lieutenant Bradley and his wife. Another big supporter of the channel. Doug Wilson, good to see you here today. Christine, I love you. The Nick's boots, I can't wait to get on my feet. They built me an old school and nailed down construction. I can't believe it. Nick's is a neat business. Very neat. Andrew Ketchum. Brandon, good to see you. Lonnie, how's it going, Bill? It's going good. Earl Swink. Need to look after our bodies. Now, there's a guy that knows all about that. Woodsman, I'm coming back, brother. I'm coming back strong. And I'm going to come back at a different pace. I'm going to come back more methodical. I got to work with my body, brother. Friends, I've had some crazy days over the last week. I'm not joking you, and I think it's got something to do with my healing. I'm not kidding, friends. I can't talk about my accident that much because I start to get emotional a little bit, more so lately than before when I'm working, because your headspace just goes into man mode. You're in man mode. You're in I just call it man mode because we were born with it. Men were born with it. They were born with this. Just you got to do what you got to do, and it doesn't matter what it is. You just go do it. But there's another side to men that gets, I think it gets repressed, and I think if it's not diffused, I'm kind of good that way. I've been able to diffuse that and expel that energy that is pent up inside us, men. So I've been fortunate enough. I did a lot of work when I was a young man on that, about just past ghosts or skeletons or abandonment, whatever your issues are when you grew up as a man, whatever they were. We've all got them, and so do women. Mama and dada issues, whatever they may be. So the last couple of days, I was able to release again. Does anybody remember me talking about when I was downstairs laying flat and I was able to release some pain before I could heal? Does anybody remember me talking about that? Like I was holding on. I got to be careful because it starts happening. I was able to forgive myself for, you know what I mean? I was able to forgive myself for putting myself in the position to get ground into the ground and become useless to my family and useless to my home and useless as a man. I had to forgive myself for that. And I have been doing that through the years, but about a month or two after my accident, I was able to release that enough to get moving again and save my business and save my family, save my, finance money I needed to, provide. So I did all that, and I've been going since 2006. I've been climbing out of a hole physically. Friends, I've got some stories to tell this community going forward, and they're going to be, I'm trying to hold back because I am going to hold nothing back from you people. I owe it to you people who have been here and supported me. I'm a real person. I will continue to be real. And you are going to hear some very interesting stories and information coming from me that hopefully maybe can help you in your own situation or your own life. I'm not holding back, especially because of where our world is right now, friends. I haven't looked at the chats because I'll lose train of my thought. It's important that I say these words. So we are not just physical beings, friends. We're not. And I've said it before. I'm rough and tumbling, and I can roll around in the dirt with anybody. But when it comes to stuff that the mental and the spiritual side, I'm telling you, I'm not here to play Mr. Tough Guy. Just I already know what I am. I already know what I am. So I don't need, I've never played that here. I've never ever come here and played that man, and you know it. So, but as an aging man who now watches young, as we age, I think men especially, we're losing that. Well, times change. We're getting older. We go through stuff. We don't go through menopause. That's what women go through, but we do go through something, I think. What did you call it, honey? Andropause. Andropause.
And it's not the same.
It's not menopause. It's different. But men go through it, and don't kid yourself. Menopause. There you go. Menopause. Yeah. Power pause. Anyways, I'm done shooting off, but I'm not here. I will use this channel to lift human beings up and to connect with human beings, young men, middle-aged men, old men, women, families. I'm so proud I don't swear on this channel. I'm so proud of this channel. I'm so proud of this freaking community. Grab your buck and look at Christine supporting me here. Grab your Buck and Billy Ray gear. I may throw in a free t-shirt for someone's order today. Whoa, look at Christine, friends. As a matter of fact, Iron Horse is doing good, Logger Jake, he's doing good. He's doing good. Yeah. Christine's going to give a t-shirt away to somebody. She's feeling the love. This girl knows where I'm at right now. This woman knows me. What's the best chain? Don't say a sharp one. Grant. Well, I'm going to tell you something, Grant. You kind of answered your question in the answer in the question. Still makes good chain, but I prefer Oregon EXL, which is Oregon chain, which full house, but it depends on what you're cutting. But just remember this: no matter what chain you get, you are going to dull it. You could dull it 2 seconds after you put it on your saw. You are going to have to file it. So learn how to file with a round file. Go to my videos. Go to Chainsaw Sharpening School. Go to that video. I'm telling you, I've received so many freaking emails from that video alone. Grown men phoning me or emailing me and saying, Buckin, you've changed my game. Thank you. My saw bites. It's all to do with the raker gauge. Okay, and your relationship. We're going to get heavy into that again this year. We're going to. Thomas Cruff says he really likes this channel. Thank you, Thomas. Friends, did you notice anything different about Buck and Billy Ray today? I must be feeling good. I had a shave. Look at that sucker. Pretty good. I actually got a great shoulder exercise. Oh, man, I've got so many shoulder exercises coming my way right now. It's going to be good. For range of motion. Good man. This man is one of the realest people I've ever met. Christine, sweetheart, you are, thank you, Christine, but you know how I feel about you. As an engineer, loving the videos on the process of developing the wood bullet. Can't wait to get my hands on one. Friends, there's going to be updates on that. We've changed. I got so much stuff to share with people who want to become axemen, people who want to use chopping blocks, who don't want to use chopping blocks when you buy your axe handles. Me and Liam just changed my axe handle a little bit. We brought the top forward a bit because it made sense. We both talked about it. It makes sense worldly. Not everybody splits wood like I do. You can afford to have a little bit more of, like my handle goes back just a little bit at the top, friends. That is excellent for chopping wood on the ground. And I'll explain all that to you. Again, thank you to our super chatters. Friends, thank you again. 218 people. How many thumbs up we got? I believe in you, buddy. Johnny, I know you do, brother. I know you do, Johnny. I appreciate it. I believe in myself, so it sure helps when somebody else does, doesn't it, buddy? Hey? Thanks, buddy. I love you. You're a good man. What new boots you talking about, Alec? Which ones? Alec, hey, listen. Friends, if I say your name, if you ask me a question and I say your name, start typing right away. Because that means I've answered your question and I want to talk to you. Is Bunyan a sure thing? Well, buddy, we are hoping so. So I want to go to Bunyan. I'm going to put some energy into talking to the people that set it up. We're going to set something up, Andrew. Yeah, I want to see you again. I want to go to Bunyan. How's the boots doing? Which boots, Chris? You guys need to tell me which boots you're talking about because they just made me a new set and they're not here yet. So if you're talking about the new boots that Nick's just made me, they haven't arrived yet. My other ones, golden. Golden. Like seriously, they make great boots. But I wanted something more from them. And they produced it and they're not here yet. I can't compare Nick's to White's. I've never had White's boots. Never had them, so I can't speak to White's. And I'm not going to buy a set of White's boots to do a comparison because that would take probably a year or two of my life that I'm not willing to compare boots for. You can't just buy a set of boots and compare a set of boots. You can compare the stitching and how they look and the break-in, but you can't compare them. Hey, boy. Good, you? I got my boots. I'm not going to be doing any more of, I've got a company now, and they just made me a rip-snorting pair of boots. Hey, look at this. Friends, Ripsaw. Hey, Buckin, the boys from Ripsaw say hello. Hope the Buckin Army is enjoying their Sunday. Beautiful day. Friends, listen, I got to say this again. I'm going to say this, and I mean this wholeheartedly. These boys are good guys. They're good guys. They want to make some waves in the chainsaw world. And they've been very gracious to me. And I've heard wonderful things about them. And I've experienced wonderful things from them. And as you know, I don't do business with a lot of people. I'm very happy with these boys so far. You will hear me talking about them. And they're going to send me some rigging. And we're going to do some testing. Maybe do some Buckin Ripsaw products. So maybe some dogs. Perhaps exhaust. And a special t-shirt coming up soon. Go support these men and their business. The link is in yesterday's video, friends. Sincerely, friends. They've given me a link to put down. These guys are service-orientated men. I'm very serious about this. I like these young men. They're on a different scale than Iron Horse and my builders, my vintage saw builder guys. Different game altogether. Iron Horse builds my screamers. These gentlemen are a different gig. They want to help a lot of people. They want to get people their saws, their files, their wedges, and they're asking me for help on what products to bring in. We're working together to build these guys up and make a good thing. So we all know we need more places to buy stuff like this. So I'm excited for these young men. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Laura Krug. Look at this woman. Laura, I don't even... This... Laura, thank you. This means a lot right now. Especially right now. You can imagine, friends, right? There's been hardly any content. So, Laura, Tom, all the super chatters, thank you from our family. Thank you. Jamie Barkin Spider, good to see you. Hey, I want to answer a question here. There's a young man, Shane Cox. Hey, Buck and Billy. Shane from North Carolina. Thanks for all you do here. Love the channel. Shane Cox, buddy, I saw your message. That means a lot. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. We have a 500i. How's the saw you got from Ripsaw? It's strong. That's going to be probably one of the next videos. It's strong. I'm breaking it in right now. When you change a 500i, when you port a computered saw, it needs to be run to recalibrate. So you guys know how I feel about the 500i. I don't have to tell you no stories, and I ain't going to tell you no stories. But what I do know is I ran that saw yesterday. I couldn't take it any longer because I know it starts easy. So I started it and I ran it through some wood in the yard. It's strong. And it runs like a stock power saw. And it's got a stock muffler on it, and I'll probably change that. It's got a few mods done to the muffler, but I'm going to change it. But it's stronger than it is stock. I'm going to tell you that right now. Those boys do nice work. These guys aren't building race saws. They're building reliable work saws. Something that is stronger than off the shelf, that you can rip, snort, throw some exhaust, maybe change it up a bit, throw some nice dogs on, get it to work for your application and your timber or your wood or whatever you're doing. People wouldn't notice what I notice on a 500i unless they got into cutting small wood and slashing their way through the bushes, cutting small wood. They wouldn't know. Firewood cutters won't be able to speak to the 500 like I will. It's a different cutting program. I just talked to 2 fallers this morning, West Coast fallers. Actually, Skinny Kid, the one fella I broke in. He came to me green like freaking 20 years ago. 15 years ago, probably. I just talked to him this morning. I said, Skinny Kid, what's the deal with this 500? He goes, I know exactly what you're talking about. He says, I will probably run a 462 with an 8 rim in smaller wood to get that, initial zap. And I'm like, and he says, I'll probably jump, when I get into bigger wood, I'll probably jump up to my 90cc saws, the 660s and stuff like that. He likes the 500, but he doesn't like it for the exact same reasons I do, which that's all I need to hear. A lot of people don't see that. Friends, they load up at light load. 500i is a computered, fuel-injected saw. I want to be control of this thing right here. I'm not in control of it with the 500i. Unless you're zinging it all over the place, it's a different made saw. I like them for power, to weight, in the wood, in the undercuts and back cuts and bucking. Sweet, sweet power saw. But all around Buck and Billy Ray style running a power saw, they're not for me. I run a lot of tip work. I do a lot of tip work. A lot of stand up and buck. Not the greatest saw for that, friends. Just my opinion. But what Ripsaw did to this thing, they've changed it. I can feel it. As soon as I fire it, I can feel it. So I'm excited to get into the wood with that. Kyle Baker, what a guy with a $75 love and kindness super chat. What a man. Buddy, thank you so much. Laura Krug, again, Tom, all our super chatters, thank you. There's one thing I'll be if you send me something is honest. I'm not for sale. You all know that already. Wild West Garage, my good buddy. Good to see you. Terry Hefferman. Anna Pokey Bear. Thank you, Kyle. Julio Dirt. Hey, Julio. You said some nice things last live feed, and you are a good man. You said some stuff the other day on the live feed. I think it was the live feed. You said some stuff. You were very happy to be part of this channel and this community. Julio McDermott. You've been here a long time, brother. I love you, pal. Seriously. I mean it. I know I believe you're from Australia or New Zealand, one of the two, if I'm not mistaken. You've been here a long time. And I don't know if you turned a corner or something happened in your life where you became kinder, but I felt it through your comments and through your, I just have. Now, I'm not trying to sound silly. Something happened to you. I don't know when and I don't know where, but you have become kinder in the last year. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. I feel it in your comments. You can deny it if you want, but I think something's changed for you. That's just a shot in the dark. And I'm an energy man. Let's see what he's got to say about that. Look at all these freaking holy cows coming in here. You are the Imelda of Loggers Boot. You are the Imelda Marcos of Loggers Boots.
You know who that is?
No.
She was the wife of the president in,
Wow.
I can't remember which country, but it was overseas.
Wow. Cool. Thank you.
Famous for shoe collection.
Famous for shoe collection. Oh, cool. Well, I know a little bit about him, brother. Matter of fact, they sit here with me. You want to know how nuts I am about boots? That's how nuts I am about boots. Right there. I don't get into this stuff online with people because I know that from work. Julio, he says to me, Buckin, you showed me the way. Well, I don't know. Well, I'm glad. However you got there, brother, I'm glad. Very glad. Friends, you need to excuse me for 1 second. I'm cooking. Give me a sec. So friends, anyways, we're gonna have a pretty interesting year. It was my purpose, a few years back to get my body back, friends. I'm changing, friends. I'm changing. Everything's gone according to plan, friends. Do you know what I'm saying? You manifest, you do. It all, when you put her up here and start rolling, it comes. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, you do.
Good to see the boys, I bet, eh?
Yeah. It was nice to be home, see everybody.
Yeah, good.
Were they all there?
Hogan just got out of camp. So, anyway, friends,
Said you stayed in camp. Is that Travis's camp?
I'm just not, I'm going to share what's going down, but I'm telling you, in 2006 when I got hit, there's a video out there. If you want to watch a video, if you want to know exactly what happened to me, if you're new here, what do we got here? We got 280 people. If you have not seen the video, and if you sit here wondering what I'm talking about, where this is coming from, I was 36 years old, and I was Fallen Timber production, and I got smashed horribly, and it almost killed me, but I managed to crawl out.
What's that?
But here's the deal. If you want to know exactly the story, people were asking me for years on this channel, tell us what happened, tell us what happened. And the more they asked me, the more I didn't want to tell it. So I just kind of stopped talking. And then I told the story. I was in the mood one day and I told the story, and it's called The Day I Almost Died in the Bush. And I look you in the face right now and tell you, it's a good video. It'll explain to you what's happening for me. It'll make more sense. Being here will make more sense if you see that video. Christine, does that make sense? Like my life and this channel will make so much more sense if you go watch that video. It's called The Day I Almost Died in the Bush. It'll explain what happened and where I'm going now and what I had to do after I got hit to save things and to... It's been a journey, friends. It's been a journey, and I've got stories to tell you. So let's think about this. Let's think about this. 2006. So, okay, that's 17 years ago. May will be 17 years, I believe. 17 years. I'm going to go to the hospital, and I'm going to see if they'll get me my, oh my goodness, get me my x-rays. Ishman, how are you, brother? Okay, friends, there's been some super chatters here. Mark Gaines just popped in with a super chat. Friends, please let's give Mark Gaines some love. And it looks to me that Jay Daniels off grid. Jay, thank you, buddy. Jay, we love you. You know what I mean? And that's why I say, friends, from time to time, either be here or don't be here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to sell you nothing. So I'm here to share my life. We all know that. But I've got some stories coming within probably 6 months that may really help some people. And it's a story of a man. It's a story of my journey through certain things in life that I think a lot of men can run across their path. It can happen. It's a struggle sometimes, isn't it, fellas? It is. You can't deny it. It's not all peaches and roses and rainbows. It's just not. Let's get it straight. And we're all warriors. We were put here, and we have warrior years. We have warrior years. And your warrior years are between the ages of, as soon as you get out of school, if you decide to go to work or school, your warrior years begin. They begin, and they don't stop. I mean, I like to say, you know, I like to change the scale a bit, get it down towards 50. You know what I mean? Start scraping that down so that at 50 and 60 and 70, you can enjoy and do what you want to do instead of, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, I don't want to go off, but I have managed to manifest in my world and in my life a chain of events that now have led me. I can't run from this anymore, friends. I can't run from this thing that I used to get where I am now. Do you know what I mean? I can't run anymore. I can't use it like I used to use it. But think about this. I'm getting a little emotional, but I was, and my story's no important than anyone else's. I'm just a guy who likes to flap. So you're gonna hear it. You're either gonna get what you want from it or say see ya. Either way, up to you. I'm just here sharing it. So, but it's something. I kind of lost my train of thought, but I just know that we all, everyone, men, women, we all have our own stuff, and all our own stories are all important. Your story's important, mine's important, and this world is saturated with people flapping their gums off. So you have to be very careful who you choose to use as a mentor or inspiration or anyone like that. You have to be very careful, friends. So I've got some interesting stories coming this 2 years. Anyways, I think you understand. I can't run from this anymore. I have to fix it. I have to fix it. So I'm focusing on my body, and I'm still going to cut. So it's going to be a meshing of very interesting things coming this year. I'm scheduled to go see Clay Walker again. He wants to learn my cutting style and the filing, and he wants to learn about, he's got land, right, friends? So he's got a forest. So I'm scheduled to go down and see Clay Walker end of this month. So you can imagine, I was freaking out with I'm not going with this like this. I'm not going. I reached out to his people and said, listen, I'm putting you on standby. I don't know. I'll let you know within a week if I'm going to be able to do this, which I think I am now, because when this decides to go, it starts going quickly. But John Bradley is going to help me, and he already has helped me. He's going to help me rebuild this thing. Everything. He's going to help me, and I'm very, very grateful and excited. So, friends, nothing's changing. Nothing's changing. That's the funny thing. It's still going to be, but I ain't. Am I making any sense, friends, or am I just totally by myself here? I need to see heck yeah down below if I'm making any sense or if this is connecting with anyone. Give me some freaking heck yes or something.
You're not doing Super Bowl today?
Johnny McCormick, here he is, bucking. I don't run from my infirmity, I run with it. Now this man right here, Johnny McCormick, solid dude. Solid dude. Here come the heck yes. Okay, good. Very good. I missed a whole pile of comments, friends. John McDermott, or McCormick, I love you, Johnny. I met you at Bunyan. What a great guy you are. Ron, friend. Ronnie, how are you? Muskoka, local. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, super glue. No doubt, brother. Matt, man, I love you. As do you. Just got home. Hi, everybody. Brian Hebert. Nice to see you, Brian. Vinny, email Christine. Thanks, Ripsaw crew. I've been playing with porting my own saws. I've had some good results, but I'm still too scared to fuss with my 500 like that. I'll be quite honest, B, from what I know. I heard about these guys. I went to meet them with Pixel. I met them. And I ran their 500 there, but I ran it with a short bar on it. And it was strong. It was strong. And I asked the boys, did you have any long bars at that point? Because we were taking off. Then we were going to come back. Well, we didn't make it back. That was the Bunyan show, right? But I met these boys. Ripsaw, are you still here? Eric, are you boys still watching? Jake, what's going on? I'm telling you, friends, I really like these young guys. I would like to support their business. I'm just telling you. I want to support these young men. They're young and they're growing. 372 XP best. I cannot disagree with you at all. Besides knocking you down with the 125, but that's old school. Ripsaw, good. The boys are here. Friends, I told you where their link is. It's in yesterday's video. If you want to go see Ripsaw, just go to yesterday's video. Pop in there, go have a look. Sweet guys. I'm going to get them to start doing videos on their freaking website too. Get Vimeo. Hey, Eric, you should get Vimeo if you don't already have it. Throw some freaking videos on your website. We'll do some crazy stuff. We'll get into this thing big time if you want. Okay? Welcome, Adam. Adam, where are you? Buckin just ordered a furred file for Square Ground. Good for you, Riley. Good for you. Just remember, keep it out of the dirty wood. Welcome, Adam. Fred, Ripsaw, we'll check it out. Thanks, Freddie. Joe Reynos, hello, Buckin Billy Ray community. Bruce and Robin Manley, I love you. Give me a hug, Bruce and Robin. Love you guys. Look at old Buckin. Check that sucker out. I did a little closer shave. Hi from the UK, Mike Rutledge. Mike, we love you, brother. Thanks for being here. Hey, Joe. Kevin Duff, Barking Spider. Johnny Arnett's way. Johnny, good to see you. Matthew's Workshop. I am building you a Pioneer P-Series bucket. Huh? Really? Dude. Thank you. Firewood and Sawmilling. Mountain Island, Ontario, Canada. Adam, nice to see you, Moggy. Mr. Moggy. Miyagi. Adam. Attaboy. Gonna have to come and get a hug in person. Please do. I'm starting to feel better. Things are good. The wife smudged the house. We're getting strong. Spring's coming. Hey Buck, and I hope all's doing. Hope I get it next video to see the next video. I was just wondering who you can describe me to for a modifying Husky 450 Rancher. I want to change the muffler on it. Is that all you want to do, is just change the muffler? Or do you want to port the saw? Jason, I'm talking to you, brother, so you got to get back to me right away or you're going to get missed. Do you want to port the saw or just muffler? The Snapper Wood Shop. Bedtime here in England. The Snapper.
Harriet, so.
Love the smudging. Yeah, she smudged the whole house. It was beautiful. Beautiful. This thing's dying. Johnny McCormick, Pepsi. Pepsi, how are you, bud? Looking fresh, bucking. Did you use the 2511 to shave? No, I didn't actually, young fella. No, I didn't. I did not. But I'll bet it would do the job. Cameron Hammer. Good to see you, Cameron. Christine Buckin. Maybe put Ripsaw link on all videos to help people find them. I will, Christine. I'll start dropping them in the description. Is that what you mean, Christine? In the videos? I'll do that. Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll start working with these boys and get their business rolling, so they got to punch walls out and hire staff, and we'll start creating some products with these boys and get things moving. Get some raker gauges in that people can use. Move on to the round file. Get some organ products going. Just right down the road. Just, you know, the good stuff. Billy Block, nice to see you. Legend son. Hi, Buckin. Legend son. Gibson. Lebs Gibson. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, the Ripsaw 2511, they gave me one. It's great saw. Great saw. Iron Horse built me a 2511 too. They're very comparable. They are. Iron Horse has been doing this a long time, and Iron Horse wasn't used to building those saws. But these guys build a good 2511. They do. It sure prepped it up. They're no good stock, friends. I don't know who could buy a 2511T and run it stock. Not no tree cutter that I know. But I mean, I'm not trying to offend people. I mean, like a production tree climber, they're very underpowered. They're 25 cc's, friends. Put a little muffler on there, do a little work. They snap up quite nice. I was impressed. It's no 200T. Let's get it straight. I'm from the South. What does smudge mean? Smudging is a Native American or First Nations thing you do with some herbs, and it's a thing you light it on fire and you smudge your house in the spirits. It's pretty incredible. I don't know. I don't know all the terminology. Can you?
This one is like sage. Predominantly it's sage, but this one was sage and lemongrass, and you use a feather.
Use a feather
to disperse the smoke.
To disperse the smoke around your home. Sage, lemongrass, and you use a feather.
And you let the ashes fall into like a clamshell.
Yeah, and you let the ashes fall into a clamshell, and you smudge your home. And I don't know what it is, friends.
It's clearing energy.
It clears the energy. I started to feel better here, and here. And I had a little time with myself that I'll talk about perhaps one day. But I don't want to get goofy on you right now because I'll probably start rumple chinning. I was able to, forgive myself a little more for, I don't know. I don't know when this stuff comes. It just comes. But I don't fight it no more. I was able to release some, I guess, forgiveness. I was able to forgive myself a little bit more. It's a chip. It's like chipping away. And things started to kind of just loosen up a little bit, and I'm feeling better. And, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Friends, I have been, I don't even want to go there. But that's what I was thinking about, friends. I was standing in the shower. I'll just talk about it a little bit. I won't get into it too heavy. I'll talk about these super chats. I hope we're thanking these super chatters, but if I start going there, I'll forget my story. Listen to this. I'm standing in the shower yesterday. Okay? I'm standing in the shower. And I'm looking at my feet. And I've got pain. And I got this. And and I look down. I look down. And my feet are kind of, like, it all hit me. It all came, so anyways, let me finish. My feet are, and I'm trying to stand straight. I'm making an effort, like a line, to stand straight. Friends, my feet were going that way, kind of, like it was weird. And my belly button was actually this way. My feet were this way. And something came over me, and I got to be careful because it'll probably hit me again because it's not all gone yet. I had flashbacks of my injuries very quickly, like a snap of the finger. Like, the only way I can kind of explain it is like I feel as though I've been pounded and twisted. And I have been. I have been a couple times really bad. So anyways, this ain't a whining story. It's a story. It's information I'm sharing. And I looked at myself at 54 coming up in April, and I'm completely wrenched, twisted. I've got one shoulder that's like bigger than the other one. That came from birth, I can guarantee it. This trap, small guy. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, oh my gosh. And I kind of got a little bit emotional. I'll just tell you straight out. I got no problems with it. I released, and you know what? I got to be careful now. I don't think I should go there. So anyway, I was able to apologize to myself a little bit in the shower, if that makes any sense. I don't know if anybody can relate to this. I know it's pretty deep, and I'm not trying to go goofy on you, but friends, this channel's never been about one thing. And the place the world is in today, friends, we need to be strong. We need to be strong. Like strong. Stronger than just, hey, I'm strong. I'm talking strong. We do. We need to be strong. So, if I'm packing buckets of rocks and buckets of pride and buckets of this and that around with me, I'm losing energy. I'm losing energy for what's coming down the pike. So I was able to, and I cried. And I didn't just go. I was able to release. I was able to say, see, it's not gone. I can tell it's not gone, but it's not as bad. I've let some steam out of the steamer. I've let some steam out, which makes me stronger. Vulnerability is strength. I'm telling you. People are afraid to love and afraid to... No, it's the opposite. You become stronger. You do. You become invincible and free. Free is, I'm telling you, it started to happen at Bunyan. You ask Andrew Ketchum, he was there. I'm telling you, I don't know what, I'm not a doctor or a scientist, but I was able to release something, and it made sense later after I got out because I talked to my wife about it, and I was able to forgive myself a little more. Is this making sense? It's crazy, friends. I'm telling you. I keep telling people that I'm getting stronger, and they don't understand it because I'm getting older. But what they maybe don't realize is that I've been climbing out of a hole since I've been 36 years old. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. I was driven into the ground. So I just looked at myself and I was like, I've got to get into my body. And this was the plan. So I'm right on course, friends. I'm right on course. So Be here or don't be here. I love you either way. Just be with me or don't be with me. Because it's easier on you, and I said this before, and I mean this because I want this to be a very strong community of people helping and lifting each other up. We're way stronger together, friends, than we are trying to one-up one another or beat somebody down to feel better about ourselves. So if you're here because you want to be and you love me, great. This is what we need. But it's harder on you. It is. It's harder on you if you don't like me and you're still here in the comment section or doing whatever. It's way harder on you. I would actually ask you right at this moment, if you don't like me and you think I'm whatever, I would almost be, it would be better if you would skedoodle on, to be truthful. Because I'm not trying to sell you nothing. I just want to be your pal. That's it. It's very simple. You hear me talk about the sandbox, right? The sandbox. Come on in. I don't care if you got polka dots or earrings or... Doesn't matter. None of that matters. You know, somebody asked me. Somebody wanted to do business with me. And they asked me at the end of all their sales pitch, they asked me, oh, and by the way, do you mind if I ask what your religion is, please? Okay. Okay. Love you, Buckin. Barkin' Spider, I know you do, brother. I know you do. I know you do. That's one thing I know, brother. You're solid, and I love it. And that's what we need. I love it. Thank you. Can't wait to meet you all. Nigel H. See, I feel us getting stronger already, friends. Did you feel it? Did you feel us get stronger there in the last 5 minutes? Did you feel the strength of this community get actually stronger and more integral? Less water in the concrete? I did. I sure did. Buckin, you are going crazy. I love you. Hey, brother, that's not new news, pal. That's not new news. You figure out what you want to do, buddy. I hope you stick it out here. I do. I hope you stick it out here. And bless you in whatever you do, brother. Take on the world, Buckin. Well, somebody's got to. At least my dog loves me. That's right, Cameron. Yep, Jeff says, yep, the power of love, Marty Rudder. Marty Rudder knows the deal. Denise, yeah. Denise Anderson. Sassafras. Now there's a man who came to Buckenstock rolling in. Oh, Sassafras, I love you, brother. Sassafras, Denise Anderson, you talk to me about Buckenstock 1 right now. You tell me what happened there. You can't, can you? Nor can I, brother. But that's what I want more of. I want to capture more of Buckenstock 1. Freaking amazing, dude. Amazing. Hey, buddy? Amazing. Hey, you give Red a big hug for me, okay? You give Zach a big hug for me, okay, Sassafras? Yeah. We got to get really stronger. It's true. I love you very much. Alex Carnes. I know you do, Alex. I feel it from you, buddy. I do. I love you too, Alec. I do. Hey, there's Mr. Eric Holberg, Ripsaw. I will be in touch with you soon. Good man, Eric. These guys are good boys. I'm telling you, they'll take care of you. I got no doubt in my mind. None. They will look after you. They're good guys. Fred Smith. Rough times make strong men. Keep it going, Buck. And Freddie Smith, you got that freaking tootin' right there. Friends, I laugh at some of the stuff I see. I have to bite my tongue, honestly, friends. I don't go pounding off how you know, I just, that's not me. I'm not one of these guys. Well, I done this and done that, and you guys don't know. It's boring. It's boring. It's the quiet ones you got to watch out for, isn't it? It's the silent ones you got to be careful of. Right? Yeah. It is. And I ain't that quiet, but you still got to look out for me because I'm coming. I'm going to make some waves. Yeah. Buckin, you're the man. Oh, love you, brother. Turbo T. Turbo, I know you do, brother. I love you too. Freddie Roberts. 54. You're still young, dude. Get cutting, man. SMC Tree. Yep. Yeah, I don't believe I said I was old. I said I'm getting younger. Must be in his 50s. SMC Tree. Good to see you, buddy. Alex Carnes. I feel it getting stronger. Yeah, buddy, me too. Me too. Where are you cutting? What is this? SMC Tree. Where are you cutting, buddy? Where are you at? Where's your stand? Where are you at? When will the Nick's Buckin boots be available, and will you have steel shanks? You'd have to ask Nick's Boots, who's making them. I don't make them. The 462 took my finger. How'd you do that? You're supposed to cut the wood butt, not your hand. How did it take your finger? Shopcat, good to see you. Hey, there's Ponti Titika. I can never pronounce that. Where'd the tree guy go? Where's he from? I want to come cut with you, buddy. How can I come cut with you if I don't know where you're at? Where'd you go? SMC Tree or something. Where'd you go, bud? You disappeared on me. He's gone, friends. You're still young, dude. Get cutting, man. 54. Yeah, where are you cutting? I'm coming around all over the place. Maybe we'll come and cut with you. He disappeared. Oh well. Hi, Buckin. Good day from Tasmania. Can't wait till you're cutting again. Brother, it's coming. I just got a call from the natives down here. They need a job down there, so I'll probably go down there and cut some trees down. I'm excited about it. I'm going to run some different saws. I got a few saws to run. Tree Dad, can I go cutting with you? Depends on where you're at, Tree Dad. Alex, you have made me stronger and stronger and stronger. I can feel the love, Mr. Carnes. Good man. Sorry, I'm late. Todd Hansen, nice to see you. Dollar Bill Buckin, come out some IN wood. I don't know what that means. Dollar Bill. Canute! Canute! Good to see you, Canute. Kitty's gone. Yep, he's gone. Yep. Kevin Duff. SM Tree. As the spirit goes, so follows the body. You're heading in the right direction. Oh, okay. So you're not cutting or you are cutting? Where are you cutting? Tree Dad. Idaho. I want to come to Idaho. I want to cut some burnt trees down. That looks fun. I see these guys cutting these burnt trees down. I want to go cut some burnt trees down. Anybody got any burnt trees I can come cut? Hey, I want to cut. Esau. Oh. She's coming. Hippie Mike, I cut 2 cords yesterday with my still. Arms are sore, but it is a bad sob. Love lumberjacking. Is that what you call it? Is that what you call it? Lumberjacking? I love it. That's funny. Good man. Feels good, doesn't it, hippie? Good for you, bud. Will Nick's Boots and Broad River Forge be getting adjoining booths to you at Bunyan? Listen to you. Joe Reynes is such a freaking salesman. You are a wild man, Joe Reynes. I don't know, but I got to get on the blower very quick and make some plans with them. I'm hoping to do like a Buck and Stock Paul Bunyan thing kind of compilation. You know what I'm talking about? I want to blow Bunyan up is what I want to do. I don't know if they got the space. I don't know if we can do it, but I want everybody that was going to come to Buck and Stock, come to Bunyan, and maybe we'll just rip the joint right up. These are just thoughts in my brain. So, yeah, ish. Bill Block has burnt trees. Yes, he does. Mike, the wood bullet's not ready yet, buddy. It's not in production yet. You will know. If you follow the channel, you will know when all that hits. He's, you know what I mean? Like the handle just got there. We're making the handle. So then the axe comes to me. I take the axe, the 5-pounder, the actual wood bullet. I take it out. I run it. I say yay or nay. This isn't willy-nilly. The wood bullet will be on his site when it's ready to go. We are in R&D still. Hope that helps. Dun, 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 dun. Minnesota, good to see you, Jordan. Sure is good to see people today. Just found a Banco Seder. They're good heads. Good company. Friends, we had Super Chatters from Andy Big Sharp Dome. A $19.99 Super Chat from Andy. Andy, we love you, brother. Thank you so much. I hope you and your family are doing well. And you got peace in the home. Split some red oak with an axe today, 4-pound plum on a white oak handle. I made, thanks to your inspiration, Buckin. Thank you so much. Danny Baker. Good man, Danny. Nothing like swinging your own axes, is it? Yeah, I know, it's nice. You learn lots. Already scheduled my time off. Good man. Aubrey LeCount. I like Matt's suggestion. Buck Bunyan. No doubt, Aubrey. I'm not joking about this. I like the idea. We just have to see. I'm going to phone her. I have her contact. I'm going to talk to her about what we can do there because it is a fun event. It's 3 days. Friends, listen. If you've ever, well, you probably haven't, but when people come at you for 12 hours for 3 days straight, you're kicked to the curb. You're done. So to do Bunyan and then a buck and stock, or a buck and stock and a Bunyan, it's just not feasible. So I'm hoping to bring the two together, are my plans. This is what I'm thinking. But I'm also thinking of doing small little journeys. I want to cut with the Iron Horse. I want to go see that crusty old guy. I got a couple other guys I want to cut with. I want to cut with Logger Wade. You know what I'm saying? So there's some things I want to do. Yeah, Washington State's got a lot of stuff. Hoot and howl, don't they? I know, lots. Gwen. Hey, Gwen. Stevie. Bucking Army Super Chats. Everyone is awesome. Heck yeah. Tom Joyner. My mind says that I can dance, but my body won't let me. Yeah, that happens from time to time, doesn't it? That's when men can go sideways, Tom. Do you know that? That's when men can actually go sideways, Tom. You got to be careful of that. It's the old guy that's not in tune with humility and all those things. He can go sideways. You know, you see it a lot, especially in old loggers. Oh, they come off rough because they can't do it anymore. But they you know what I mean, and they can come across sideways, and it gets pretty scary. So as we get older, as we age, right, and leave that wild stallion in the back, we have to adapt and become a different person. If we hold on to the past, it becomes painful. I see. So you're arborist. Is that SM tree? Is that what you're more of a arborist guy? A spurless guy? Is that what you do? That would make sense. Yeah. SMC tree. Fancy trees. Oh yeah. Okay. I got you, buddy. A lot of spurless stuff. Stuff I hate. Yeah. I got you. I'm glad you're here, buddy. I'm glad you're here. This is what I'm talking about. This is the stuff that's good. People that do completely different things, they still share a certain commonality, and it's the trees. It's the trees and the wood that connect us all. Bunyan, friends, I'm telling you right now, there was so many people at that Bunyan, and guess what all brought us there? One thing, and one thing only. Wood. That's it. That's it. Wood. Trees. So, that's what it is. Don't forget that. Pay your respects to the forest. Right, Marty? Hello, Buckin, once again from South Mississippi. Tony Miles, I'm glad you're here, brother. Nice to see you. Buckin, thank you so much for this channel. You're making me a better woodman with all the tips and a better friend to my fellow man through your positive message. See, when you say that to me, brother, when you say that to me, do you know what happens to me? I think it's great that I've helped you in your tree world. That makes me feel good, and I've broken a few guys, and there's no feeling like that. It feels really, really good. But when you say to me that I've helped you become a better man or a better father, or you're nicer to the human being, it almost starts coming up in here and turning into something in my eye. So know about that, and that's why I've always said this channel is not about cutting trees. There's more here. I just don't push it. I'm a softie. Right? I'm a soft sell on that part of this channel, because you can look like a freaking lunatic if you just show up and say, let's all just get along. Good for you, bud. Good for you. Thanks for the words. I appreciate you. You know, it's the funny thing. It's the old saying. You know, don't mistake my kindness for weakness. You know that old saying. I love it. I love that one. Hey, Buckin, Joel, good to see you. Renegade, Buckin from Wisconsin, the Renegade brother, Levi Sheets. How can I join the Buckin Army? You are here, brother. You just hit subscribe and you are part of the Buckin Army. It's that simple. That's what it is. I never even used to call you guys the Buckin Army. You guys did all this. You did this. I love it. Cornbread, Buckin, does it really cut faster if you file against the tooth? No, it does not. It cuts fine. Not faster, just it cuts. I don't get into that stuff, okay? And don't think I'm not talking from experience. You know me better than that. I've done all these things. Listen, Indiana Cornbread, brother. Get 2 chains, halfway down, like half spent, okay? File one backwards, file one normal, cut a piece of freaking wood, time it, take the other chain, put it on the freaking bar, cut the freaking thing, time it. Problem solved. You know, and now you can actually speak to it instead of going, yeah, I don't know. No. Do you understand me, buddy? You know that I'm a big proponent of having your own experience. My experiences? No, it doesn't. It wears files out quicker. That's for darn sure. So, whatever works for you, brother. But it does not cut faster. No. No. There's chain, what files you're using, there's too many variables. People get crazy with this. What I can tell you is what I know and what I've done. And that is that square ground chain cuts faster than round file. And I can get a round file cutting freaking mean. Okay? So, brother, just if you want to know the answers to these things, do them. It's not that hard to get a couple chains and do one way and one the other. Do you know what I do? Do you know what I do for square filing? I file one way, up, and then I file down the other way. So if one cut faster than the other, what would happen? I'm asking you, what would happen? You wouldn't notice it in a small piece of wood, but you would notice it in a big piece of wood. You would cut on an angle. You would. I don't have, even if, let me ask you this, even if it was like a milla, I honestly don't have the energy for it, brother. I love that stuff. Guys like to, though. Guys like to do that. Yeah, cut crooked. It will cut crooked. We did all those tests, friends. I did all those videos. Remember when I did the ground chain and out in that big log? I did ground chain against round, and the ground chain freaking cut on an angle. I just lost you guys here. So I'm going to put that down there. I'll plug that in later, and I'll get you guys here. Right? We're almost done anyways, friends, aren't we? Hey, I think we are. Yeah, let me get you here. So, friends, Skinny Kid. I was talking to Skinny Kid. Oh, and when I got asked if I've ever opened up before, when I started falling, I wanted to be cut loose so bad. I was like, oh yeah, lots. This is beautiful, friends. This is great timing. So Skinny Kid, you guys you wouldn't know Skinny Kid. Skinny Kid was the first person that came to me after I got smashed up. It just worked out that he was moving out of the interior to here, and I put him to work. He became my groundman, and I broke that kid in doing tree work. Anyways, I'm talking to him right now. And I remember the day I let him go on his first fallen setting. We were in Ladysmith, and we were production falling. We were clearing land. And he was getting good, and I knew he knew what he was doing, but I just couldn't let him go in a patch by himself yet. And I held on to him at my hip for a long time. Anyways, we talked about it this morning. He said, aha, that was an exciting day. And he says he got one of the 25 spots that the government put out for fallers certification. To become a faller in British Columbia, if you just woke up one day and said, I want to be a faller, 30 grand is what you need to pull out of your back pocket to start going through the process. But there is another process that is somewhere else that I can't speak to it because I don't know about it. But anyways, that's what it costs. So Skinny Kid says, so he got one of these spots. He got in. He didn't have to pay 30 grand. He says, yeah, and he says, when I got asked if I had ever opened up before, because that's what falling's about, is opening up. Anybody can cut a tree down, walk out in the field and cut a tree down. You're not a faller. You're not a faller until you go open up a patch of timber and start working it. Opening up is one of the hardest parts of falling timber and logging and getting smart. He says, and I got asked, have I ever opened up before? When I started falling, I wanted to be cut loose so bad. I was like, oh yeah, lots. You know what I mean? Not lots, but he knew he had to say that so that he could get let go. It's just what we do. Friends, I lied my way into old growth falling. I went from firewood. I wanted to cut trees so bad I'd never fell old growth. I went to camp. I said, yeah, I had a little bit of old growth falling experience. Not much, mainly second growth, which was a bold-faced lie. A bold-faced lie. I was way out of my element. But that was the beginning of the journey. Anyways, friends, I've spoken enough today. You know who I am. If you didn't before, you do now. So we're moving forward. And I want to thank the folks that come here every Sunday and share themselves with me and who know my heart. Listen to your gut. We're smart creatures, friends. We are. We're not, I don't believe we're really here to learn. I think we already know. I think we're here to remember. I always liked that when I read that somewhere. And that made a lot of sense to me. We're not here to learn. We learn things as we go, absolutely. But I'm talking about the stuff, the real stuff. We already know what to do. We know to be kind. Why don't we? That's a personal journey, isn't it? So, signing off. Work hard. Be honest. And be kind. It's a pretty simple recipe. To our super chatters, you probably don't know what that means to us here. And I'm not going to go barking on like some ramble case, because I've just done that for the last hour and whatever long. But thank you. Sincerely, thank you so much. Ripsaw. Go see the boys at Ripsaw if you need files. We're going to get those guys stocked up with the good stuff. And we're working together. Go support that Ripsaw. Nice young guys. Our moderators. Matt, man, I love you. Christine, whoever else was moderating today. Thank you all so much. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. And I just hope you've had a great weekend. And it's Monday, and I always say at the end of this freaking live feed, let's start tomorrow. Whatever your understanding of, whatever you believe is a little greater than you, because you can't be the supreme being. I wouldn't think you are, but if you do, that's great too. But I don't. So I ask that supreme being to sit right here with me and give me love. And I thank him for the love going forward through the day, and try to be kind in every interaction with every human being that I can, through the drive-through, the grocery store, open the door, pick up something for somebody, open the freaking binders up. Get the peripheral going. Forget this tunnel vision where I'm going, busy going nowhere. Open it up. Let's help one another succeed. The gifts of giving, the gifts of just helping people strengthen you as well. And actually your libido grows too. Did you know that? Yeah, it does. If you want to become stronger spiritually, be a giver. Be a giver. I've rambled enough. We're getting there. Over and out, friends. What are you making, hon? Babe. She's got her headphones on. She's in the kitchen chopping vegetables. Without that woman, you want to know who inspires me? That woman right there. She inspires me. She allows me to be me. You know what I mean? Like, she is part of my life. To be a man, I've chosen to be a husband. I've chosen to be a father. I've chosen to be a life traveling friend to her. So if you're in a relationship right now, and you may be going through some tough times with your spouse, and I understand things happen. I get it. I understand. I do. But before you throw in the towel and call yourself a tough guy, maybe you need to carry your vows around in your back pocket with you and remember what you said to that person. And I know things happen. I know. Cheating, that's a bad deal. Or going elsewhere across the field of the green grass, that's not acceptable. That's not acceptable, I get it. But I'm talking if it's just not good enough reasons to cash in. You better check your vows. Check out what you told that woman or that man that you were going to do. Death till you depart and all those things that we talked about. I'm no marriage counselor. I'm starting to ramble, but when I start talking about my woman, yeah. See you tomorrow. Be kind.